everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I thought I'd work on this page. I have this pretty little picture I downloaded from Pinterest, and I printed it on some cardstock, lightweight cardstock, and I've already done a zigzag stitch around it. What I wanted to do was some kind of pull out so that they can write on it. I'm trying to get a piece of paper here, copy paper. There we go. So I've done these before, and I always forget how I do it, and I was too lazy to look at my own video. But I figure it's got to be at least the width of this in order for this to work as the pull. Now, I should have thought this through, but this also shows, you know, the thought process of when you start a page and have an idea. How do you make it come to fruition? Is that the right word? How you make it happen. Now this is already okay to write on, so if I attach the paper here, that's kind of wasting that. So if I attach the paper here, I'm thinking I get an extra long piece. I think I'm gonna try that and let's see how that works. I just saw the Paper Outpost. She did like an accordion, accordion pull out, and this is basically the same thing, just a different direction. She helped remind me of it though. I don't think, yeah, this little shopper ain't gonna work since I need this full strip. So let me just mark this first. Got some fuzzies flying around, and I always snip them up. Okay, so I need it there. Now this coffee it's really coffee dyed paper is like a 24-pound weight, so it's a little bit thicker than the regular 20-pound. And I'm using that because it'll hold up better when you're, folding and unfolding. So let me see if I need 2 strips. I know she did 2 strips to make it a really long fold out, but I don't need that much, right? So how do we do this? I'm sure there's an easy way. So line it up there. Get my foam folder so I get crisper. And somewhere is not even cut straight. Oh, that thing, it never cuts things straight. That's why I don't use it as much. But I am not gonna stress over that. So let's do it this way. Come on. Trying to line it up here on that one because I know that one's straight enough. And I have a little extra. So, do I want that extra? Do I want to leave the extra? Or do I want to attach something? This is quite a bit to write on for one page for a pull out. So I'm going to say cut it off. But if you wanted to, just go ahead and glue another strip there, and then you'd have a really, really long, whoa, things are flying at me, really long fold out. I don't think I want one that much. If they had something that much to write about for one day, I'd be like, hey, I want to know you. My daily life would take up not even a paragraph. I woke up, I made it to the chair, drank my coffee, made it to the couch, watched a movie, made it to the craft room. Not a whole lot going on. Okay, so if this is going to be there, let me see. then I have to attach it here, right? Because this is going to be the pull. Oh, am I in the... This is going to be the pull. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to attach it. Where's my go-to washi tape? It's like roses on it. So let's do it on the inside. And this is never straight. I do reinforce the washi tape with some glue. I'm gonna have to turn this and just try to cover half of it. Really talented people can put both pieces down. I cannot do that. I gotta do one at a time. Get some scissors. Oops. Okay, so that is gonna go there. So, put some glue here. Everything's gonna stick to the wrong stuff. Oh, and I can't see it there. So let's do it this way. Let me just start with lining up one part and bringing it down. And it's a good burnish. Let me clean this off a little bit. Uh-oh, here's another. It's still wet, but it's almost calling it a day. As long as it's wet, I'm gonna use it. Oh no, I got wet here. Where's my towel? There it is. All right, now I need to trim off that excess. Got a whole lot of excess here. And if y'all get sticky scissors, like this is getting a little sticky, this stuff is what always works for me. Goo Gone, I just put it on a piece of paper towel or a cotton ball and I rub it and it just takes it off immediately. And because my scissors do get gummied up. So, I don't know why I even just did that. Now, I can see a lot of excess there, so I'm going to trim that off with Mr. Chomper. I don't normally name my tools because I can never remember. I don't know if y'all remember, it was like all my cats. I just named Misty because I can't think of new names. You know, my boys are lucky that they weren't named Boy 1 and Boy 2. Because it was like, it took me a while. It was like, well, I had 9 months, you know, to figure out what their names are going to be, but still, it was close. Now, I do like to edge the creases because that just helps age it up some. And you can see the difference. You know, that just plain, and that just ages it up. I try to move the camera a little bit closer today, but then I forget where it's pointing, and so I'm either far enough away where you can see everything I do, or too far away and you can't see, you know, close up. Well, that's why I put the picture at the end so you can see that. Okay, so that was pretty easy, right? Bump, bump, and bump. But that's not all, because that is not good enough for me. Let me put this paper away. So I found this piece, and this is from Antique Papery. Yeah, make sure I'm still filming. Whew. So I just need to see, I don't need a whole lot of that, or maybe I do. I'm trying to see how much of that do I want. I'm gonna overpower the page. So let me just start. Oh, let me just start. I don't know why I stick my finger out. Do you guys do that? I don't know why. It's like, use that finger. It's what it's there for. Yeah, I think that'll work. That way just not overpowering the page with that color. So it won't distract. I guess so it won't distract from this. I guess that's what I'm trying to impress, imply, get across, say. There we go. So now we got that about right. Last time I went ahead and hid my stitching. So this time I saw that. I don't want to hide my stitching. There we go. I just like the feel that stitching gives to a page. Also gives it that homemade feel or something. I'm not sure. I haven't figured that one out right yet. Okay, so that is definitely going to do that. Let me ink it real quick. And while I'm inking, let me say howdy. Hope y'all are doing well. I am in upstate New York, and when I got up, well, I'm not going to tell you when I got up, but when I decided to sit outside to see if it was safe, they said it was 55 degrees. I'm like, this is June. That's hilarious. Like when the sun was out, it was pretty darn hot. But as soon as the clouds came, it was like, okay, it might be 55. But it was perfect. I got a half hour in. I finished this little loom knitting hat that I was making. Loom knitting or just loom knit hat? I was knitting a hat on a loom. Yeah. It's those round things with the pegs on it. I found it too hard to knit with the two needles. Although I love the sound of them clacking, I didn't like the control I had, you know, when you have your hands on a needle and the yarn and it's just twisting and turning. I don't know what was wrong. But I think this is probably the right side. So I discovered loom knitting like 2 years ago, I believe, at a friend's house. She was making some hats. Because I love the stitch. I love that knit stitch. So, and I also do crochet, but I wanted something different. You can get bored with crochet after a while. So, that's what I did this morning, sat out there. I have some woodchucks in the backyard, and I was waiting for them to come out, but I think they come out more in the evening. She usually brings her babies out, and they are adorable. Okay, now what I wanted to do differently was if I can put a tab here, you know, and that'll indicate, you know, whoops, pull it out. But I also, you know, see how it's wonka wonka? I wanted to pull a little string thing here too. So let me go look for a little tab that I want, and punch out a little circle so I can put a brad here and attach, and that'll help keep it closed, okay? Be right back. Okay, I do want to show you this. This is, you know, kind of the thought process and choosing pieces. These are 3 little tags. I believe these are probably from an Artie Mays kit. Now they all match. You know, it's got all the same colors. So what I have to do is kind of put it there. You know, you just try them out and see, does that take away? Does that distract? Does that blend in? I think this blue really was just too distracting from the image. So I'm hoping y'all can see what I see. And if I do this, here, you get there and you get there. Just kind of think about what colors you see and what colors do you think would match. And it's going to be different for all of us, and especially what is it you're looking for, you know, to blend in or to contrast. I kind of feel this is too much, so that's the first elimination. Now if I do this one up here, that'd be okay. You know, we're so used to putting things in the center, it doesn't need to be in the center. If I put it far enough away, then it's not right on it. So my other would be this. And this matches, you know, the antique of the background. It won't compete with the picture. But I almost think I want something to pop. And this is far enough away, but that brings the eye around, you know, the color. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And that was my little thought process. But that's pretty much what you do. You just bring your pieces out and see what you like. So, be right back. Okay, so I have got this glued on. And I went ahead and just stressed the edges. What I wanna do next is I wanna put a little eyelet in it. So I'll just use my little crocodile. Well, it's not a little crocodile. It's a huge one. And maybe the center. I gotta peek around the side to see if that's even in the center. Darn, it's pretty good. And I'll put an eyelet in there, because this is where I'm gonna attach the string. Okay, put that back down on the floor. Now I found some scrapbook paper on the floor because it missed it missed the trash can, and it was just two little pieces triangle, but I got a 1/2 inch circle out of it, and this is easier to use with the little thing. Try to get it in the middle. Looks like it. And I glued two pieces together, and that just puts a little hole in it, and that fits the little brad. All right. Now the next thing I need to do is think about where I want to glue this down. You also have the option of making this, a pocket. I'm so paranoid now about the phone turning off. I don't want to cover all that, so where do I want to put it? I have to think that this is, you know, like the inside crease. Either or it's the outside crease, but either way, I have to have room for the person to attach that, you know, if it's really thick, so I don't want it right up on the crease. And if I attach it out here, you still get all this prettiness to see, and pull it out and you have all that room. And I can also, I just thought of it, if this is too plain for you, you can also put another piece of ephemera here to decorate it up. I haven't decided that yet. So my first thought is, where do I want to put it? How far away? And I might as well do it as far enough away from there as I can. And I think I'm going to go with that. The other thing is, do I want to do a pocket? This is pretty strong paper, and it'd have to be a really thin, something that goes back there. But I think I have a lot of pockets on this thing, so I think I'm just going to go with gluing it all down. Because I hate for it to be a pocket and then get ripped if I put something too thick back there. I'd rather be on the safe side this time. I have done it before those though. Like I said, either way. All right, now what did I say? How far up did I want it? And there. That looks pretty straight. Let me open it up in case something oozes out. I'm going to use this to squish that glue around. There. Oops, sorry, I'm banging again. All right, that's enough of you. Now, next is, I'm going to take that out because I need to mark where I need the other hole. So I figure that's far enough away from here, and that's pretty straight. Now I need to bring my crocodile back. I'm gonna put it on the 1/8 hole. Okay, look for that shiny spot. And punch. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna kind of give this a curve. You know, because if it's really flat, it's hard to get the things around it. Some people have used, they've punched these flat and used it to give it that, what do you call it, lift. I think I've tried it, and I don't think it gave me the right lift I wanted. So I'm going to just tap this a little bit for now until I get the string behind it. And this string is pretty thin. I think I'll go with the gold because that kind of matches that versus the rustic. And I have no idea if there's a right way or wrong way to do this. I just know left over right and right over left. And then one more for good measure. No, mama. Now, if you want to leave this long enough for a charm, you definitely put a charm on that. So I'm just going to roll it around. And you can also put a charm on that. I don't like doing it 10 times, guys. I'd be bored. You know? So I'm going to cut it a little bit longer just in case for now. So that was pretty easy, right? Boom. Now I'll probably, you know, put some stenciling or stamping on this because it just kind of looks a little plain for me. You can definitely, depending on what you use here, do I want some lace? Now I'm gonna give that a little bit more. Now, when I work on this page, I can easily put something over that, you know, a piece of ephemera over that, even just something like that. It doesn't have to make any sense. That's what collage is. It doesn't have to make any sense. I'm gonna leave this long for now, just in case I want to go with a charm. So let me think about it real quick, what else I want to do. I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and decided what pieces I wanted to use. I found this pretty butterfly. It's got a little glitter on it, but that just matched that so well, beautifully. And this ticket was in my little stash. And so I had this leftover scrap from this, and I just kind of folded it. And then I inked everything. I only glued 3 sides, so now we got a cute little extra tuck pocket there. Yes, I love it. So, let me tie, whoop, nope, can't do that yet. I gotta glue this bad boy down. So, and I also found some lace. I just thought I'd show you that. It's just one little extra piece that you can add, you know, one little detail more without any trouble. And since I didn't make, you know, a pocket back there, I was just like, whoop. Let's just do one there. So, there. Okay, and so that just helps make it not so plain for me. And they're still able to close it well and wind it shut. I went ahead and chose some lace, like I said. Ooh, let me put this back on. And you'll see the difference it makes, you know, because to me, that's great, but I like lace. You know it. You know it, you know it. There. I'll make sure it's long enough. I don't know why it feels like it wants to turn. It's got a curve to it. Okay. Let that sit a little bit. And I thought this thin little piece here would help add to it. Let me cut that off. I don't think it's the right or wrong way, but it's bending that way. I'm just letting it hang off a bit. So, that much little bit, that much little bit, that little bit. Improved it that much. There we go. I can still use that much. And I'm thinking about something here also, and I didn't think that through. Yikes. Yeah, let me pause. Okay, so when in doubt, get some Edith Holden out. Yeah, that's all right. And I know that's going to hide that, some of it, and that's okay. And I saw this, like, well, let's add some more lacy to it. I can still feel that flower behind there. I know it's there. It's still shining through a bit, so it's not getting all covered up. Let's see. Oh, I got it closed down, silly. I was going to show you. Like, I didn't want to cover it at first, but that just shows you how things change. And it's a change for the better. Because it's just all these different layers just really help build this page up. Trying to get it semi-straight. There we go. Cover up that. And I might have to trim off just a little bit. Ooh, there's a little round circle in there. Get out of there. Oh, I don't want to cut you yet. All right. So, okay, minus the charm. I think that's done. I think I'm happy with it now. It's not so flat and plain to me. It's got a lot of layers, lace and volume, and I think that'd be a cute little page to write on. There we go. Okay. So, thank you again for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.